Hello, hello. Good
Morning.
Good Thursday, everyone. This is Rose Press Fausto, FQ Mom. FQ stands for Financial Intelligence Quotient, your ability to make sound decisions and actions in managing personal finances. In other words, it's the IQ and EQ of handling money. Today with me is my favorite second son.
Politically correct.
Yes. FQ son, Enrique on the house.
Hi, my name is Enrique. I'm son number 2, and I'm the Chief Financial Architect at IFE, where we make investing for everyone. We help design people's financial lives to have an architecture so that you can have long-term financial wellness.
Yes.
So today we actually have a pretty exciting topic, no? Kasi it's really
Talagang bagay na bagay
timing,
sa
timing.
Money Lessons with FQ Mom and Son. Ano na ba ngayon? Kasi ang lagi natin nakikita, dumadami na sa mga feeds natin on social media, di ba?
Yeah.
Pakitaan nga natin, ano yung mga madalas natin makita ngayon? Direct Sharon, tan-tan, tarararan, tan-tan, tarararan. Pakita natin yung mga sample naman nila. Ta-da-da-da-dan. You know what we're referring to?
Okay, let's say hi while we're waiting for this.
Yes,
let's say hi.
and please write down if you know what
we're
we
talking
are talking about.
So say hi to Rhea, 168 AGM 888, Steph, Jessica,
Ayun, lumabas
thank
na.
you. There it is. So what are we looking at?
Back in 2012, that's
2012.
Martin, and then you.
Me, 2015,
and then the last 2018.
Okay, so can you guess what are we talking about? Ano ba to? Ayan, sabi ni 168 AGM.
Fresh grads. Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, in your case, fresh Fausto grads. So ngayon na nakagraduate na kayo, well, Martin has graduated 9 years ago. You, 6 years ago. And then si Anton, 3 years ago. Ano na ang pinagkakabalahan ninyo ngayon?
Dami na nangyari.
Ano na. Sige, pakita natin kung ano na mga pinagkakabalahan ng aming. Ito muna. By the way, yeah. This is a nice trivia. That's you. Sige, tell them about. Do you remember the date? March
22? Something like that. I don't remember the exact
my gosh,
date.
that was the silver wedding anniversary of Tita Lina.
Yeah, that's why late.
Sobrang late kami kasi we had to do this pa. Anyway, the reason why we are here instead of our library. Kasi gusto namin pakita yung
yeah, if you guys see the grad pics.
And then yung mga grad pics namin. Because for every parent, that's probably the biggest sigh of relief. Especially, you will feel that when you become a parent. Ay, nakapagpatapos na ako ng pag-aaral. Tapos, tignan nyo. The dress I'm wearing in the photo.
What are you wearing?
Ano
ba yan?
Ito siya. Ito, suot ko ulit. Ayan. Kaya sabi ko, Enrique, can you just look for the polo that you wore inside the toga?
Ito yun. This is the exact na white polo, same. So, still useful for work.
So, sige, pati post natin.
Okay. Yeah. Again, hold on.
Ganun. Tapos, andito si Baba. Andito si Baba. So, there you go. That was really a momentous event. Sana, you can show, di ba, you have this really nice photo. Para yung post mo.
Ay, nakaganon. Parang masaya. Hindi ko pa next
kasi grabe. The feeling that you had, di ba? When, finally, tapos na ako. How many years were you studying?
So that's 4 years college, 4 years high school, 7 years grade school. So 4, 8, plus 7, 15, plus 19 years kasi may 2 years pang preschool. Wow!
So para talagang sila rin, big sigh of relief din nila. So eto na, getting into the real world.
Yep.
Becoming part of the labor force. So ano na ngayon?
So sa lahat ng mga nakasali lang just recently, sina Mart Beltran, thanks for sending the halo-halos. What are we talking about today? Today we'll be talking about how do you manage money for fresh grads. But actually, kahit hindi ka pa fresh grad, it would be a good reminder.
Yes. And you can share. Sige.
And even for the parents who have, yung mga parents na mag-graduate na yung mga anak, di ba?
Yeah.
Ano ba yung tamang advice? Ano ba yung tamang...
Paano ba? No?
Paano ba? Ano ba yung pwede natin gawin? Diba? So,
sige. So, ano na nga ba mga pinagagagawa ninyo ngayon? Pakita nga natin. So, just for you guys to have a feel, yung 3 graduates namin, kung ano nang ginagawa ngayon. Sige, take it away.
Yeah, so right now, my older brother Martin has a brand consultancy firm called Brandem, where he works with helping brand companies and even individuals be able to tell their brand stories. So,
ihuli mo yung... sige, okay na. Nakayo pala.
Nagkaano na, second na. So next, hi, I'm Enrique. As I said, I'm a chief financial architect at IFE, where we help people design their financial architecture, whether it's how to save, how to budget, how to invest, how to take on debt, and really to make sure that you can get that financial peace of mind. So that's really our goal. And lastly, Anton, he's the one that really went into the closest to Kumu, like the entertainment industry. He's a professional host, dance choreographer, and dance fitness instructor at 808 Studio. And now he's still VJs-ish, I guess, for Mix, and he has a podcast, Anton on One podcast.
Oh, okay. So there you go. Ngayon, ang pag-uusapan natin talaga, ano bang nangyari? No? And how should parents and fresh grads, now we're talking about money, how to handle money when you are a fresh grad or even a not so fresh grad anymore. Ano ba yung mga unang-una natin pwedeng pag-usapan doon?
Kasi maganda to eh. I mean, the whenever you have a life shift, parang you change from student to working or from single to married, you have a really good opportunity to look at ano ba yung ginagawa ko ngayon and ano ba yung parts na gusto kong baguhin, di ba? To have better habits.
Isingit ko lang ha, kasi there is this thing in behavioral economics which we call the fresh start effect. We really are more parang ganado and usually more successful in doing these behavioral changes when we have a fresh start.
Yep.
And this is really a fresh start when you're going to start working. Tapos na ang pagiging mag-aaral.
Tama na yung homework. Tapos na yung homework.
Mas matinding
real work. Hindi na homework. Real work. Or work from home work na siya.
Oo nga, no? Naguluhan na tayo doon sa...
Okay.
So yun, if you remember, ano yung naramdaman mo? Back in 2015. That was the year ba that Pia Words back won? Ang layo,
Yun ata, Pia Words.
Miss Universe.
Kasi I remember, actually, kasi alam kong ito yung topic. A few days ago, I was looking at old photos, old videos. Nahanap ko yung old videos ko of like, I videoed it eh. Okay guys, ito na yung last long test ever natin. Ganyan. So, what's up? Tapos may pa-dinner pa after. And this is the last time we're gonna go around Ateneo. Ganyan. I remember talagang I was so excited. Diba? Parang, this is a whole new world. I mean, the entire 4th year college was talking about ano na next. Diba? What will you do next? And it felt like the world was open. Diba? Parang, you can do anything, be anyone, join any kind of group or organization or company. And it was a bit scary, but it's also a bit exciting. Ano kaya mangyayari?
So, was it a balance? I mean, getting scared and being excited, optimistic. Ano yung mas matinding feeling mo nun?
Me, I think it was more excitement kasi the thing I was looking forward to was not doing homework anymore or not doing, I mean, there's gonna be a break. Like I made sure na may ilang months akong parang summer break muna before really getting into I started applying already. I mean, for all those graduates, while I was I think I started in January, so a few months before graduation, I started applying already, and then shortly after graduating, I already signed and got a job with Union Bank. And what I did was I just made a later start date.
Okay, sige, maganda.
So actually, good tip to for mga graduates, no. Kasi actually, even if you haven't graduated yet, okay na yan na maghanap. Kasi especially now, I'm sure there are additional difficulties. Diba, not all companies are hiring. Pero kung meron man dyan, diba, na nag-hire na, you might as well get it. And if you want to have a break, which is what I did, sabihin mo, oh, I can only start on this date na medyo mas late.
You know, in my column yesterday, I talked about this also, no? How to manage your money for fresh grads and not so fresh grads. So, if you have anyone in mind, yung mga kakagraduate lang o mag-graduate, pati both parents and the kids, the graduates themselves, do share this conversation now so that they can join us and maybe they can learn a thing or two or they can even contribute. So kayo, sino sa inyo na nandito nakasama namin ang fresh grads or probably just graduated in the last 3 to 5 years? Diba?
So sino dyan? Sino dyan? Last
dito?
3 to 5 years.
Nag-stuck nawala siya. Diyan na lang ako makikitingin. Sige, sabihin niyo sa amin
Thanks,
kung sino.
Rowena. Thanks, Teresa. And Sherina. So, sagutin naman sa comments, no? So, parang, sino dyan yung fresh grad or medyo fresh grad? A few years pala ato.
Sabi ni Sarah Quisanga, or mga feeling fresh pa din.
Oh,
hello, Faustos. Yes, thank you for inspiring us. Thank you for joining us. So, sino ba dyan ang mga feeling fresh grads pa rin? Ako, fresh grad.
Fresh grad.
Rose fresh house.
Rose fresh grad.
Sige, so one of the first things that I mentioned there is to really have an inventory of your skills. Diba? Kasi yung skill sets mo, ito talaga yung pinakapuhunan mo sa magiging trabaho mo, sa magiging buhay mo. So, saan ka magaling? Did you already feel? What were you gonna say first?
Hindi, kasi especially for fresh grads, wala pang work experience if ever sobrang konti pa lang. So, yun lang talaga meron ka. So, when comes the interview, may masasabi ka, diba? So, i-rehearse mo na yan. Like, I remember, I had to, like, I wrote it down, siyempre sa resume, and then I'd like talk to friends and kind of like practice na saying, oh, parang, tell me about yourself. Ano ba yung sagot dyan? So, parang Miss Universe.
Oh, that's right. Yung pala yung
yan.
connection ko kanina, no? Kaya ko naalala na 2015.
So, isipin mo Miss Universe candidate ka, di ba? And then, syempre, there will always be these Miss Universe questions sa mga job interview, di ba? Like, tell me about yourself. What are you proud of? Why did you choose this company? Why do you think we should hire you?
What can you contribute? Di ba? No? So, pakita natin, I always share this Japanese philosophy.
Yeah.
It's called the ikigai. Kasi when you figure out what you are good at, medyo papakiramdaman mo kung ano may feedback lagi sa'yo, magaling ka dyan, or yung kinagigiliwan mo rin, no? So, when you do know this, it's going to be your guide. Parang may pagka-compass kung ano ngayon yung magiging papasukan mong trabaho or negosyo man, ano? So, again, let's talk about ikigai. It's the intersection of that which you love. Okay? So, which you love. So, kahit naman love na love mo, kung hindi ka naman masyadong magaling, medyo mahirap din, di ba? Love mo mag-basketball, pero 5 foot, ka lang, 2 ka lang, pwede. So, another factor, what you are good at.
Or what you think you can get better at. Kung hindi ka pa magaling. Hindi ka masyadong magaling, pero parang at least, kaya, may potential,
may
kaya
chance.
gumaling. So
at least may chance. Tapos, ano pa yung pangatlo? That which the world needs from you. Okay? So, sabi, we now have 500 viewers on Facebook. Hello, everybody!
Hey, Facebook viewers, comment kayo dyan. We're watching, we're listening.
Yeah, and then the fourth one is that which the world needs from you. Pero parang pag fresh grad ka, no, medyo mabibigatan ka.
Yeah, medyo pressure.
But you know what I noticed? Parang yung mga kabataan, ako kasi baliktad ako di ba? Kadalasan people, my generation or even older, they would always say, iba na kabataan ngayon, and they would always romanticize about themselves, na ganito sila. Pero ako, I always am very hopeful. And I always say nga, the way the kabataan are right now, they're just a product of how we parented them.
Or the way you live your life, parang, baka ganito na ako, or baka I'll do it differently.
So ito ang napapansin ko. Noong panahon ko, wala kaming mga ikigay na ganyan.
Mga meaning, mga significant
mga meaning.
contribution.
Para bang, hoy, saan ba tayo pwede mag-apply? Ganyan. By the way, yun yung aking picture. Siguro one of these days, yun naman ang isi-share ko. Yung paano ba ang nangyari sa akin. So, we just wanted like a job, a good company. Ganyan ang uso sa amin, a stable company, a good job na gusto mo namang gawin. And then, ayun. And ako, I really wanted to have a job right away. Kaya May 1, nagtrabaho na ako. Labor Day talaga.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yes. So, yun. So, if you know your ikigai, that is going to be your guide. Paano ka ngayon? Ano ngayon yung hahanapin mo? Tapos, pero this is just a reminder, no? Especially for fresh grads. Don't expect naman too much from yourself.
Yeah, hindi naman kailangan all of it.
Uy, salamat sa lechon,
Mars. Si Mars. Salamat, Mars. 8 Jing Black.
Yes,
salamat.
Okay, Jing Black for the halo.
So I think si Mars gusto niya yung ikigai na yan.
Oo, kaya siya napalechon. Oh, by the way, may lechon din yata tayo. Meron pa tayo lechon?
Yeah. Like, I think so.
Either lechon or prichon.
After, I think the next day.
Ay, hindi yata sa'yo. Kasi nga may wedding.
Kasi may wedding.
So yun doon sa two brothers.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were saying, huwag naman masyadong mataas ang expectation. Hindi nyo naman malalaman yung ikigay na yung kaagad, no? At saka, please lang ha, don't expect naman na yung company would give you already that very,
lahat
earth-shaking job that will be the... Syempre, you have to start somewhere. You know, this reminds me of that thing that became viral recently. You want to talk about that?
The tweet. So there was a tweet which talked about employer siya. So bale siya yung business. Tapos sabi niya, grabe naman tong fresh grad na 37,000 na nga yung in-offer ko. Ayaw pa niya. Tapos yung dahilan pa niya, parang something about educational attainment ba or something like that. And that sparked, dami. Who heard about that one? So comment nga kayo. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? User 888 Jing Black. What do you guys think about? Or even our Facebook viewers na apparently ang dami na nila 500 on Facebook. What do you guys think about yung 37,000 fresh grad na yung fresh grad na nag-decline ng
Do you remember? Are you at liberty to give your
okay naman. Mine was below that, pero it was close. I was I was a management trainee in a bank, and then actually this is one of the highest management training offers that I got. 30. Mine was 30.
Yeah,
30 flat.
Okay.
And I remember when this came out, naisip ko, wow, I mean, yabang din yan. Kaya niya ino yung 37 kasi mataas na yan eh. But then again, yung point niya, may binigay siyang minimum eh. 60. Na parang 60 ganyan. And I thought, actually, there are companies that do pay that for fresh grads.
Fresh ang aking first salary.
What's yours?
2,000 pesos with a smile. With a few hundreds premium na po daw yun kasi
sa
may
market.
honor. May honor.
Sa honor.
Pero talagang, pagka nag-FMCG ka na multinational talaga, it's double that.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Dapat titignan mo talaga kung ano yung gusto mo namang maging trabaho, no?
I think I guess if we're talking about how to manage money, parang you might think, basta get the highest offer. Hindi naman yun yung point, diba? Kasi,
yes.
I mean, I'm sure Mama and other people older can talk about this more, no?
Do you remember what we used to tell you when you were looking for your first job? Sabi namin ni Papa, in looking for your first job, put more weight on the training that you will get.
Yeah.
Especially kasi you were still living with us.
Yeah, so wala pa naman pressure. Hindi pa naman pressure to pay the bills. Diba?
Yes.
Wala pa naman yan.
So talagang ang hahanapin mo, sino ba yung magandang training, magaling, okay na boss. Boss, diba? Kasi,
and na-feel ko yun talaga na, as in, laking bagay ng boss.
Laking bagay talaga yung boss.
And work. And then, parang the salary, syempre, it's helpful. Pero, as you go along, at least in the first few years, kung nakatira ka pa naman sa parents mo, it's not that big of a deal, diba? It's more of, kung meron ka bang panggastos ng Lazada, maging.
Wala pa yatang Lazada.
Wala
pa, hindi pa uso yon. Okay, so there you go. We said na in looking for your first job, put more weight on the training that you will get because yan po yung napaka-importante. Especially kung wala pa kayong pamilya, sana naman hindi agad-agad, pero malay natin. So if you have that freedom, you put more weight on the training rather than the pay. Of course, there also has to be a level of salary that you feel valued. So we cannot judge that girl who said no to the 37 kung feeling niya talaga 60,000 siya. Magiging sad siya.
Parang bother siya. Dapat pala sa kabila na lang ako.
At the slightest sign na a few thousand pesos more, natatakbo ka agad yun, So, meron din siyang, we cannot be very judgmental about her decision. Pero hindi naman siya na-out kung sino siya,
Hindi. Buti nga, I think she has the right to her own privacy. So let's say hi to Pinkel Joyski. Hi po. Kung may questions kayo, parang what specific things you want to talk about on fresh grads? I mean, we have ideas for the day, pero kung may mga questions kayo about it na, paano ba? Ano ba dapat for fresh grad? Uso ba yung alala ko nun yung, di ba parang yung una mong sweldo?
First sweldo.
Ayun,
magandang tanong natin. Ano pong ginawa niyo sa first sweldo niyo? Sige nga.
Sige, let's ask the audience. So, yung mga taga-Facebook, yung mga nasa Facebook ngayon, just write down in the comments or even those in Kumu. What did you do? Ano ba? Ano ba yung ginawa niyo sa first sweldo niyo?
Do you remember what you did with yours?
I remember, we went to UP Town Center. Tapos, nagpalibre ako ng torch.
After After
torch.
Mass?
Yeah, torch.
Lunch
Sunday.
after Mass. Yes.
I really like torch kasi sarap na
may commercial So yun, nanlibre ka. Did you also make libre to your office mates?
To my office mates? Wala, parang we're all same first sweldos, parang hindi yun. Parang we all ate out for fun, but hindi siya yung...
No, you didn't treat them like pa-pizza? Meron yata kayo.
Kasi I was management trainee So we were all... parang wala akong...
Okay. So it was your first sweldo in the next job that had that yata.
Bonus.
First bonus.
Not sweldo.
Ako, alam mo, parang hindi ko masyadong maalala kung anong ginawa ko. Basta si Lola Pepay, my mom, would always tell us kasi mag-save. Uy, salamat, Mars de Leon.
Mars. So yung ginawa mo nung nag-first sweldo ka, nagpahalo-halo?
Nagpahalo-halo ka ba nung first sweldo? Tama,
Pati si Astig Jake, nagpahalo-halo rin ata.
Pahalo-halo nung first sweldo. So, okay naman yun kasi it's a form of celebration para man medyo maramdaman mo. And I remember si Papa, every time na may magti-treat ng first sweldo sa inyo, sobrang pinagyayabang niya. Sinasabi pa sa waiter.
Sa waiter pa. Ay! Yung bill. Ay, sa kanya ngayon.
Tapos sasabihin niya.
May trabaho na.
Libre na anak ko.
Libre na anak ko, may trabaho na.
Libre yung waiter. Ako care. Hindi naman. Tutuwa rin sila.
Nakatawa na lang sila.
And it's really, I see a lot of my Facebook friends, they would post about it. Tapos sabihin, ang sarap ng libreng lunch. Ganyan. Yun ang mga thrill naman ng mga magulang. So, anyway, meron akong sinabi dun sa article, Enrique, na even before you start earning, it's probably good if you create na your balance sheet. So, syempre sila Enrique, they already had, even when they were very young in grade school, may balance sheet na po sila. But, kayo ba? Sino dyan? Siguro kung yung mga magulang nyo napabasa, kasi may mga nag-feedback sa akin now when they read my first book, which was out in 2010 and launched in 2011. So, medyo tumanda na rin yung mga anak nyo, Sana nakagawa na kayo ng balance sheet. At kung hindi pa kayo nakakagawa ng balance sheet, gawa na kayo ngayon.
Yep.
Sabi ni Shawi, my first sweldo, I treated my family.
Parents.
Sa spa.
Wow, that's so nice.
Okay,
that's nice.
Gusto ko rin yun.
Also, ibang tao dyan, if you have other things na, ano ba yung ginawa niyo with your first sweldo? Si Shawi. Nakakaaliw naman yung spa.
Yeah,
that's nice. That's sweet.
Dapat pala ako treat nyo rin ng spa. Sige.
May meal na yun. Yun.
Feel ko yun Yun ang, one of the things that I really miss during the pandemic, yung spa. Yan ang luho ko
Or kahit yung pamassage, diba? Before, dapat
kahit kasi pati yung pamassage sa bahay, ayoko pa, takot pa ako Diba? Mamaya magkahawa-hawa pa Anyway, so let's go back to the balance sheet.
Balance sheet.
Alright. Yung balance sheet, kung kayo nagkaroon ng trauma sa inyong accounting class, mga debit, credit, medyo masakit din kasi sa ulo yun. Just simplify it. Just list down all the assets that you own, which are of value, at just sa inyong left-hand side. Okay, doon naman sa kanan, mapapakita kung paano nyo pinondohan yung mga assets nyo. So, sana wala pang utang. So, kung hindi nyo inutang, nakapasok yon as equity. Yun po, yun ang ibig lang sabihin ng balance sheet. Kaya nyo pinagbabalanse yung left-hand side at saka yung right-hand side. Kailangan mapakita nyo, ito yung mga resources ko, mga assets ko. Paano ko pinondohan? Itong kanan naman, ng tawag doon, liabilities and equity. Ito yung nagpapakita kung paano mo pinondohan.
Yep.
So, syempre, yung inyo, lalo na noong araw, and probably even now, puro equity yung kanan nyo.
Yes.
So, assets.
Up to now.
So, ano ba yung mga assets nyo na nandun nung bata kayo?
So, may syempre, yung cash on hand. So, kung may pera dyan sa kama, ganyan. Tapos, magkano ba yung nasa savings account? Diba? Like any bank account that you have.
Yes.
Nowadays, if you have any online bank, kasama na rin yan. If you have any online banks. And then we also put there, ano ba yung nasa money market fund, or even yung stocks yan, or businesses. Kami syempre stocks yung talagang big portion din sa amin. Lahat nakasuot nandun. And nakalista siya in terms of magkano ba talaga yung value. Kaya yung stock price ng binili mo dati, 10,000 worth ngayon. 20,000 worth na. Hindi syempre 20,000 yung ginagawa namin.
Ano yun? Parang may balloon na pumasok.
So I think someone joined.
Someone of stature, of mango stature joined. Hi there.
So 168 AGM.
Hi. So okay, so yun ang importante sa balance sheet. Alam mo kung nasaan ka. So alam mo kung meron ka bang assets. And ang kagandahan kasi niyan, meron ka lang alam mo kung ano yung starting point mo. So, when it comes to starting point also, meron akong note to parents. Ito po yung isa sa mga tip ko. Siguro hindi masyadong type ng mga estudyante o mga fresh grads itong sasabihin ko. Pakita nga natin yon. And ito yung pag-cut ng financial umbilical cord ng mga anak nyo once they graduate. So, I'd like to attribute this to my first son, si Martin. Kasi noong 2012, nung sinabi namin sa kanya, Martin, this is going to be your last allowance. So, that was like, nung mag-e-end na yung school year niya. Ouch! Sabi niya, ouch! You just cut my financial umbilical cord.
Siya nag-coin ng term
And then I've written about that, and I've always used that term. And I do have this very graphic illustration of the umbilical cord being cut. I just want to talk a little bit more about this. Bakit ba importante? So kung babalikan natin yung natural process, when a mother gives birth to a child, they cut the financial umbilical cord. Ito kasi yung nagko-connect.
Financial. Yeah.
The natural
the
body, the biological umbilical cord. Ito kasi nagsusupply ng nutrients galing sa nanay papunta dun sa anak.
Yep.
Okay? But this one is just a temporary situation. Kasi ang nangyayari, pupunta mo yung nutrients dun sa bata, tapos yung mga toxins, ibinibigay dun sa nanay. So si nanay yung nag-discharge
ng mga yun. Doon din. Same tube pala. No?
So can you just imagine if, sino si Dylan? Can you just imagine kung hindi mo kinat yan at ang tanda-tanda mo na? So, ubos na ubos ang nutrients from the mudra, from the parents. Tapos, very toxic yung pagbalik, kahit gaano mo ka-love yun. So, that can never be a permanent situation. Sad to say, marami pa rin na hindi nakakat. Ang tanda na, hanggang umabot na dun sa mga apo-apo,
allowance pa rin.
Oo. So, okay naman magregalo, pero wag nang umasa. Tapos ako nga may mga nagsulat din sa akin yan paano daw ba ikakat ang financial umbilical cord naman ng mga anak? I think OFW siya. So, ang feeling naman niya, parang yung umbilical cord, parang binalik, tapos pabaliktad na hanggang kailan daw. So, lahat-lahat yan pinag-uusapan. So, again, you cut the financial umbilical cord of your children once they graduate, assuming napaipon mo rin naman sila.
Kahit pa paano.
Ngayon,
I think kailangan unahan mo na bago mag-graduate, sabihan mo na muna.
Oo.
Baka naman mabigla sila, ay, wala na pala.
Oo, erase your children to have high FQ na. Pagka-umpisa pa lang po. So doon sa mga mas bata pa yung mga anak, umpisahan nyo na sila para may karapatan kayo to cut the financial umbilical cord once they graduate from college. O tayo nga in the Philippines, nililibre pa natin yung college eh. Sa US, kawawa yung mga estudyante, puro student loans. Ang laki-laki. So, but for example, sorry Rose, hindi namin nagawa yan. At wala, zero ang balance sheet. What do you do? I think you have to talk with your child and have very clear arrangement. It has to be a finite. Finite kasi yan dapat yung pagbibigay ng allowance eh. Merong expiry.
So, I don't know kung gagawin mo 3 months or baka 6 months kasi baka mas mahirap maghanap ng trabaho ngayon. 6 months, para naman may pressure. Kasi kung forever yung allowance, hindi baka forever ka na lang walang trabaho kasi.
Yes.
Kasi buhay ka pa naman, may allowance ka pa.
Yeah, and the problem nga is if the allowance of the child, especially dun sa medyo well-off at saka may pagka-spoiler din ng mga parents, pag masyadong mataas, hirap na hirap silang kumuha ng trabaho. No?
Mas mababa sa allowance.
Oo, syempre gusto nila 60,000. Joke.
Kasalanan pala nung.
Kasalanan pala nung. Oo nga. Oh, that's an angle I never thought of. That's an angle I never thought of.
Di mo na, baka yun yung pag-raise sa kanya. Don't accept below 60,000.
Anything below 60,000, your allowance from me is 60,000 a month eh.
Baka ganun naman.
We don't know. There's just too many assumptions there. Okay, so yan ang aking note to the parents. Cut your children's financial umbilical cord when they graduate from college. Ano sa tingin nyo? Tama ba? Makatwiran ba na i-cut ang financial umbilical cord?
Or unfair?
May mga ko noon, mga co-parents ako, yun ang sinasabi nila, Rose, paano yan? O, paano wala? Hindi ko naman siya naumpisahan eh. Di sabi ko, yun nga, yung magkaroon kayo ng expiry, kung hanggang kailan lang yan. Yun. So, ano pa? Ano pang gusto mo? Meron ka pa bang naaalala tungkol dyan sa mga bagay-bagay?
Sabi ni 168 AGM mo, yes, it's difficult, but should be done.
Was it done to you? Tanungin natin siya.
Si AGM.
Ginawa ba yan sa'yo?
Or gagawin mo ba yan?
Gagawin mo ba yan?
Or ginawa mo na ba?
Oo.
No.
Hindi daw ginawa. Okay.
Hindi daw ginawa.
Pero sa anak mo, sa tingin mo, makatwiran?
Tama ba na ganun? May sense ba?
May sense ba? Okay. Sige. Ano pa? Ano pang gusto natin pag-usapan tungkol dyan? Paano ka mag-manage ng pera mo ngayon?
I think, diba? Kasi I know you mentioned na whenever may ganitong parang transition, fresh start. Pwede tayo mamili kung ano ba yung habits na gusto nating ma-form. So,
sabi nga, agree, but my parents din na naaawa sa mga anak pag naghihirap. Ay, hindi talaga natin mawawala na maawa tayo. But, kung hindi naman natin gawa ng paraan, mas lalo po silang magiging kawawa in the end. It's really the training that you have to give. It's really your job as parents to just, ganun eh. Kailangan,
tough love.
Kailangan medyo hahaya-hayaan mo. Alam mo, what is that birds of the wild ba yun? There comes an age in the bird na nandun sila sa cliff, itutulak na talaga ng magulang.
Oo, kasi kung hindi, baka never na siya matututo.
Hindi na siya matututong lumipad. So I think that's the same thing din, ano? Tulak na ng konti, medyo putol-putulin na.
Kaya itong sinasabi ni AJ mo, I still live with my parents, but mahirap, as a single mid-20s freelancer, mahirap pero discipline to save talaga. Actually, ano yan eh, iba yan eh. Like kung freelancer ka versus corporate. Kasi kung corporate, medyo stable naman yung salary natin. We know exactly how much we're going to make aside. We have actually iba-ibang advice na kung freelancer. One is, instead of a set peso number na, I'm gonna save 10,000 every month. Pwede naman na, I'll save a percentage lahat ng kinita ko.
Yeah.
Or you could also put a minimum na kailangan at least maka 5,000 man lang. Pero kung malakas yung kita, di higher than 5,000.
Like last week, si Jim Paredes said, nung malakas ang kita niya, he made it 80% savings.
Kasi sobra.
Because he knew, And he also knew na hindi yun magtatagal. Because of the nature of the business.
The work. So, similar to freelancers, ito, AGM, palagi ko baka ganun.
Oo.
So, plus sideline racket para kumita. Kaya naman humingi sa parents past graduation.
Nakakahiya naman. Hindi mo naman na-experience kasi alam mo na na-rule yun, ano?
Oo nga.
Hindi ka na pwede manghingi.
At sabi niya, dati super luho ko pa, tapos talagang ubos-ubos ang sweldo.
Oo.
Ano to ba? Nang may co-op. May co-op daw pa kasi sa old work niya. So, I guess, for him, it's more of, yung nga, since naglipat siya from a company na employed, na medyo stable, tapos parang yun, freelance, medyo iba na, mas medyo...
So, mas challenging talaga.
Challenging talaga.
I have a question pala to you. Sa tingin mo lang and of course, we're just speculating now kasi who would know talaga. If it were not a rule in our family na nagsisave ka talaga, would you have, first sweldo?
Siguro naman. Siguro naman. Hindi kasi normally naman before I spend, like hindi naman ako the type who would credit card something na hindi ko afford. So before I go on a trip, parang gusto ko may big pile of cash akong ready.
That's why it's very important. It's very important kasi maybe nasasabi mo na siguro naman kasi nga parang you don't have any other reality in your own young life.
Yeah.
But kung tutusin, and we cannot blame the kids, hindi yun yung sistema. Hindi yun yung default sa bahay. Ako, let's be makatotohanan. Malabo Para bang siyempre, ito na yung sweldo. Dati, wala. Tapos ngayon, ito na yung sweldo. Ano ba ang normal na way to enjoy your cash? It is to spend it, di ba? Either for yourself or for your loved ones. So, kung wala kang any knowledge or any experience about it being a structure na talagang nandyan na yan, naka-default na talaga yan, mahihirapan talaga. That's why, yung number 6 nga natin, even before you get your first salary, set in place your automatic saving and investing. You want to talk more about that?
Kasi maganda ngayon, mas kaya na siya with online na naka-software na lahat. Dito lang dati na you literally have to go to the branch and open, medyo may ganun pa rin. Pero yung open a new account. Kasi maganda ngayon, pwede mo na yung automatically transfer. So once alam mo naman si employed ka. Alam mo naman kailan every month, diba? Kung every end of the month or twice a month. Alam mo na kung kailan papasok yung bagong sweldo, diba? So, pwede mo nang i-automate na, kung sabi mo kaya mong mag-set aside ng 10K a month or 20K a month.
Or a percentage.
Or a certain percent, i-program mo na. Kasi meron naman, kaya naman yun sa mga online banking apps natin na auto-transfer to another account. Another, let's say, investment account. Kaya-kaya na yun gawin. And what's nice kasi is, nakita ko na rin yan. Not just with me personally, even with my friends, even yung mga naging clients ko na ngayon. Kasi ginawa namin automatic, magugulat na lang sila. Na parang, ang dami ko na pala na-save. Ganoon. And I asked them kasi na parang, kamusta? Kamusta ba yung pakiramdam na, di ba, automatically, umalis na. Yung sabi nila, wala, parang you just deal with it.
Yes.
Okay, parang nasasanay ka na lang din na gano'n. So, once you get into the habit na, every month may automatic na transfer to your saving, investing accounts. You just work with whatever's left.
Yes.
And then, later on, magugulat ka na parang, may mga na-save na pala ako. And it was nice kasi actually, going back to yung mga clients, when we do the balance sheet also, if they do have this system, di ba, in place, tapos we update the balance sheet and then nagugulat na sila, wow, lumalaki na pala.
Yep.
Diba? I'm actually saving more already.
So, what can they do? Try to figure out, kung meron na kayong mga bank account, or siguro naman yung magiging first sweldo nyo it's being, your salary, your payroll is being handled by a bank.
Yeah.
Tanungin nyo na kagad doon. Ano po ba yung mga automatic features na meron kayo? And what's gonna happen is that you will just do it once. Ito kasi ang mga importante dyan. Di ba, I would always talk about the rational brain and the emotional brain. The rational brain, kayang-kaya niya maging good person if it is in the future.
Yes.
Pero,
planning ahead.
Oo, pag planning ahead, di ba? Kaya nga mahilig tayo sa New Year's resolution. Oh, next year, ganyan ang gagawin ko. Oh, pagka nakagraduate ako, ganyan ang gagawin ko. Pero kung eto na, in your face na yung mga temptation, dun tayo nahihirapan. So, ang solution po dyan, gawan nyo na ng sistema bago kayo ma-in your face, bago maging super real and right now ang mga temptation.
Yeah. So, automatic kaya yan. I mean, like mga normal banks mo, mga BDO, BPI, Metrobank,
yeah,
mga
meron
ganyan.
naman sila.
They all have online bank. I mean, finally, they all have online versions of their app that can do this what they call scheduled transaction. So let's So
hello daw, sabi ni Sam.
Oh, hi Sam. Hi Sandra for the halo. Thank you. Ay, may mga let's look at this question from AGM. So, should we touch our EF? I think this is emergency fund.
Okay, yes.
Oh, thank you for the super halo, Sam. Should we touch our emergency fund for an IPO ba? Not naman as day trade but long term.
Ako, nakinig ka kahapon ng Mondemisen, ano?
If when you say EF, you mean emergency fund. The question is an IPO an emergency?
Yon.
Diba? Okay, this is para claro, it's not an emergency. The only thing that we can consider as an emergency would be may hospital, nawalan ka ng trabaho,
insurance sa medical, okay. Nawalan ka ng trabaho, yan.
Nawalan ka ng trabaho. Yun. So it's usually yun, or biglang, I don't know, may
nasira yung mo.
Nasira sa bahay, na kailangan mong paayusin yung roof.
Yes.
Those are emergencies. An IPO is not.
An IPO is not an emergency. So it's better if you just use the money for the particular purpose that you set it for.
So if you have excess funds na based on your asset allocation, kaya naman to for higher risk stock investments, tsaka pwede, yun yung pera na pwedeng ipang IPO.
Ala, sabi niya, oh no, I touched my EF kasi for it, but minimum lot lang.
Minimum lot.
O sige,
okay.
punan mo na.
Build it up ulit.
Build
up
so
na lang ulit.
So let that be your motivation to build it up. Build the buttercup.
Parang yung sabi ni Brave. Brave One. Si Brave One. Parang yung paluwagan system po na merong naitabing funds in the future. Okay. Kasi diba there are companies na
may paluwagan.
You can essentially invest into the fund.
And then mag-share ka dun sa dividends. Yes. Di sa
Okay
paluwagan
din yun.
Ang laging warning ko, whenever they tell me, okay po ba yun? Basta legit naman po yung paluwagan. Okay. Kasi para bang para pulling your assets together so that you can grow it and then you share in the dividends, in the earnings. Just be careful kasi the earnings of paluwagan, syempre nanggagaling din sa loans yan.
Sa utang from someone else.
Huwag ka naman laging nangungutang. Kasi, kasi baka mamaya sa'yo na lang nanggagaling lahat ng dinidibidendo. No?
So it's good as I mean, ideally you won't have to borrow from the paluwagan, di ba? Pero kung let's say wala kang emergency fund tapos another emergency happens, that's probably the only time to do it.
Sabi niya, I mean, we all eat pancit canton. Sabi ko na nanood ka kahapon, no? Yeah, ang ganda kasi. Ganda nung it was a discussion. It was moderated by my favorite person in the world. It's about the IPO. It's ongoing. Nako, nagpa-plug bigla, no? But Mondenizen kasi po, this IPO is the largest.
Ever.
In the Philippines. Magkano it is?
13.5. Yung total. Ay, hindi ko malala.
Parang 40.
Basta 13.5 peso per share.
Hindi, the billion. It's 13.50 per share. But the float, ang laki-laki. So, para bang, siya na yung record holder ngayon. And maybe because, sabi nga niya, ang ganda nun sinabi niyo, I mean, it pancit canton. Of course, these guys, they do. In fact, our bunso, si Anton, yan pa ang kanyang, what do you call that? Handle? That's his name. Pancit Anton ang pangalan niya. Pag hinanap niyo siya sa Instagram.
Ayun, 48 billion. Sabi ni Papa.
Ayan, so okay, thank you, my dear.
I have a question.
Billion.
We have a question from Brave One. Tanong ni Brave One, is it better to invest in a mutual fund versus buying individual stocks?
You wanna take that?
Sige.
Sanay ka na dyan
so
sa
especially for fresh grads, people who are starting out investing. So fresh kasi investments world, it's good to start with a mutual fund. Why? Because if you put your money in individual stocks, before ka makaka-diversify, kailangan sobrang laking pera eh. And you have to do so much research, you have to analyze all of these things. Eh parang wala ka naman time. Diba? Wala tayong time ngayon.
Tsaka ang kaya mo lang naman i-save 1,000.
A few thousands lang. Why not? Diba? Entrust it with a professional who does this for a living and can allow it to be diversified. And from the different mutual funds that are invested in stocks, the one you always over and over again hammer down is you want to buy an equity or a stock index fund.
Ibig sabihin ng index.
So in the Philippines, you're investing in the top 30. So imagine 5,000 pesos. Actually, you can go lower pa. There's some 1,000 pesos. There's some 100 pesos nga eh. Na diversified ka na sa top 30 companies. So yan. I mean, you know instant noodles, but of course everyone knows SM, Ayala, PLDT Globe, all of these things.
No, anyway, sige.
Baka yung araw. But yeah.
This is our window.
So if there's a question which is better, definitely better to start out with mutual funds, the equity index funds.
And in fact, even if matanda ka na, yun pa rin yung pinakamalaki mo dapat. Pampakute, pampakilig-kilig mo na yun. Kasi like for example, that one, ako bumibili ng pansit canton pala. Sige, ano ba yung
we have a
question
from Facebook. From Sarah, what do you advise sa mga fresh grad na inoobligan ng parents to share sa expense ng bahay? How many % do you think is good so they can save for themselves as well?
Okay, ganito po. So, syempre, lahat tayo, when we answer something, we come from our own situation.
Own experience.
My parents were very humble, middle-class family. We just had enough. But, somehow, my mom said, wag na kayong mag-contribute, ano nyo na lang, save nyo. But she expected us to really save. Matipid naman kaming magkakapatid talaga, di ba? And of course, Lola was super tipid. So that's what happened. Hindi kami nag-contribute, pero sobrang very religiously ako nagsisave. Now, that is not the case for everyone. Kahit na kaya o hindi kaya. Siyempre, pag hindi kaya ng pamilya mo, obligasyon mo na rin tumulong. But, you have to come to an arrangement. Ang mangyayari kasi kung minsan, ikaw naman yung kumikita ng malaki, dapat ikaw lagi, hindi naman dapat gano'n. Pwede kayong mag-socialize contribution siguro, but you also have to come to an agreement with your family members na hindi ikaw yung pinakamalaki ang kita, lagi ng ikaw. Kasi, you have to give yourself a chance to be able to accumulate also for yourself. So that when you grow old, hindi mo ipapasa yung vicious cycle.
I think one way though, if si Sarah is looking for mga percent, the percent you should focus on is, kung ikaw yung kumikita or yung anak mo yung kumikita, they have to be able to save at least 20% first. Diba? Baka that's the first number you should look at. Kaya ba niya makasave ng 20%? Tapos, in excess of that, yun yung pwede niya ipang-contribute sa family. Kasi what you want to happen naman talaga is, okay, let's say kung may emergency, sige, pwedeng tumulong. But kung ito yung talagang pangmatagalan na, di ba, bigay ng bigay every month, kailangan naman may sarili din siyang savings. Para naman dito on, pagtanda niya, hindi niya na kailangan umasa sa iba pa.
I know of someone, a famous and ang lakas ng kita na artist. He gave this comment kasi na para bang kung minsan daw kasi ang nangyayari because parents want to equalize the wealth situation among children. But sabi niya, pero isn't that penalizing those who are doing well?
We're doing well. Kasalanan pa pala nila na magaling sila kumita.
Anyway, pero hindi. Pwede rin naman sabihin mo na ganun talaga socialized, di ba, taxation. The higher your income, dapat the higher your tax rate. In fact, that's what's happening right now. Hindi pa, medyo ina-ice natin sa mga train na batas. Pero yun, you have to be careful not to overburden naman the one who is earning well. Ang maganda, sana may kusa-kusa. Maganda pa rin kasi yung kusa giving. And you know what? Studies show na mas maganda, mas malaki yung happiness na nadudulot ng giver kaysa receiver.
Kaysa instead of kung na-obligate.
Pag na-oblige ka masyado.
Ito, we have another question from Brave One. Can I have a hybrid investment in mutual fund, meron conservative fund with equity fund? Yes, I think definitely you should have a mix. Kung emergency fund, better na yun yung conservative. Mga money market fund. Kung medium-term goal, baka pwede yung mga bond fund. Long-term goals yan, retirement, yung mga dream funds natin for the long-term future. Yun yung okay na may equity fund or even a few direct equities or direct stocks if you want. So definitely, always should be a mix. It should never be just one.
Because the most important aspect of managing your portfolio is letter A and letter A. Tandaan niyo po yan. Sino may alam? Sulat niyo. Asset allocation is the most important. Dapat meron kang naka-allocate para sa mga needs mo na yun yan, yung mga emergency. At saka it's always good to have a good mix of fixed and equity.
Ito si AGM. Oo nga, parang a form of taxation nga yung kanina.
Oo, ganun talaga.
Habang maaga pa, save your sweldo agad kahit 500 to 1,000. Tama naman yun. Kahit 500. It doesn't matter.
You just have to start somewhere.
Actually, kahit freelancer ka, na parang konti lang kita mo, basta there has to be something that you're setting aside. Sabi niya, put the saving in UITF nga or bond fund or equity index or global feeder if you're able.
Diba? May pagka-saucid, ano na siya.
Yung mga mas
higher level na siya. And of course, we have to remind them about the loans.
Yep.
Kasi kung minsan, porke nakagraduate, nagpapadala ng credit card bigla. Nung panahon ko, hindi ganyan. It was very difficult to get a credit card. You had to have a co-maker. So that kung hindi mo nabayaran ang credit card mo, habulin nila. Tapos yung co-maker mo, dapat matindi ang ITR. Ganon yung araw, back in the kopong-kopong days. Pero ngayon, pre-approved na. At saka, we have to remember nga na pag nag-credit card po kayo, bayaran nyo yung buo. Hindi pwedeng minimum balance lang kasi masyadong matindi. 2% per month. Ano na yun, binabaan na nga yun dahil nasa pandemic dati. And then the others, hindi nyo masyadong naiintindihan. May mga charges dito, charges doon. And then the interest rate is not expressed in a standardized way. So it's really, really very hard. So kung hindi kailangan mangutang, huwag mangutang. Ang utang, ginagamit lang yan if it is going to improve your earnings kung minsan. Mga yun.
Hello to Sheila who just joined. So, sino ba mga questions dyan? Let's see nga from the
we only
audience.
have 8 minutes to go.
Sabi ni AGM, yes, credit is so cheap but could be a trap. Yep.
Yes.
I mean, if you don't know how to properly pay for everything every time, then don't. Parang you're better off not having.
Thanks for your lechon, Sam.
Ito, AGM. But debt of credit card is a trap. Better use compounding interest on your investment versus on your loans or utang, sabi ni Brave One. Exactly.
That's exactly what Albert Einstein said, diba? It's the nth wonder of the world. Those who know it, earn it. Those who don't know it, pay it. So, which part of the fence would you rather be?
Diba?
Ako, gusto ko doon sa earning.
Yep.
Exactly. Tipid-tipid kung may time.
So, ito si AJ. Personally heard the horror stories at masalimot talaga keeping up with the Joneses.
Ay, alam mo. So, alam mo, talagang yan din ang challenge on the fresh grads. Kasi nga, nung panahon namin, walang mga post-post yan. Saan ako nagbabakasyon, ano itong kinakain ko, ano itong mga bagong kaek-ekan ko. Wala kaming ganyan noon. Kung sino lang yung mga barkada mo, yun lang makikita. Siyempre, ang konti lang. Ngayon, wala, it's unlimited.
Pati the entire world.
Pati yung mga kumita ng $1 million na mga celebrities.
Sino-sino saan.
Kaiinggitan mo pa, my gosh. Ang hirap ng buhay.
Stress. Huwag na lang.
Ang hirap ng buhay. Kaya I'm kinder to your generation. Because I know, guys, kakampi niyo ako dyan.
So ito nga sabi ni Brave One, iwas peer pressure sa gastos dapat. So ano yung dapat gawin? Magkala lang sa Facebook.
Alam mo, actually, kung meron kang fina-follow na parang sobrang napapag-green monster kanya talaga na ano niya yung invite factor mo, ay tantanan mo muna.
Pwede ba naman i-mute Pwede naman i-mute, diba?
Para ka lang nakipag-break. Di ba kung nakipag-break ka sa jowas mo? Pag nakipag-break ka sa jowa mo, I'm using the term jowa. para medyo hindi masyado masakit. I-unfollow mo muna.
Unfollow mo na lang.
Tama ba? Tama ba?
Mute na lang, mute. Pwede naman mute. So ito, dami mga comments natin.
Sige, go.
Okay, so OTD ba? Bibili ng outfits para Instagram. O nga, ngayon kasi hindi ka na makakalabas eh. So, ito, may mga millennials with post pa Rolex, Patek, Hermes, Chanel through crypto earnings. Kung sino man yung may crypto earnings ngayon, palagi ko, down na ngayon. Down na ngayon.
Oo, sobra. My gosh, si Elon Musk
Sobra high risk.
Medyo si Kuya Elon, medyo hindi nice
Oo, kanya-kanya.
Hindi nice yung ginawa niya, pero we need a whole hour. Sasabihin niya, okay, kaya mag-ingat din kayo sa mga pina-follow nyo, yung mga pa-tweet-tweet na ganyan, nakaka-auto factor po yan eh. Sasabihin, I'm gonna use this Bitcoin. Sige, bilihan naman tayo. Sasabihin niya, I'm not gonna use Bitcoin. And then sasabihin niya, magkakaroon ako ng sarili ko.
Oo nga eh.
Bad boy!
Tingnan natin yung iba pa, sobrang lucrative sabi ni agent. Sobrang lucrative naman kasi talaga yung may flashy materialistic acquisitions. Sobrang lucrative for the businesses that get to sell to them, di ba? Pero sa kanila. So, mag-isip na lang kayo, ano ba pwede kong i-bend? Pampadagdag sa mga kita. Actually, okay rin tong sabi ni Shawi. Instead of mga following yung mga influencers na kung ano-ano binibili na nakakaingit, why not join na lang mga stocks or investment groups para yung ma-peer pressure ka into saving more?
Yes, that's right. And which reminds me, at the start of the show, we always show you that QR code and the link where you can take the FQ test. Siguro sa susunod na Thursday, kung hindi nyo pa nakukuha yung FQ test, kumuha kayo ng FQ buddy nyo. Then you take the test together. Kunyari, nakuha kayo ng 75 or whatever score, no? Sabihin nyo, okay, game ha? Let's do this.
Yeah.
In 6 months, we will improve our FQ score.
Yep.
Yun.
So may FQ buddy. Speaking of buddies or not so buddies, sabi ni Kev, ba't si Kev? Kev's here. Yung nag-post yung friend mo na nasa beach, pero ayaw magbayad ng utang sa'yo. Bad trip.
Aray ko.
Bad
trip yun.
Dapat,
anong gagawin natin?
magka-comment ka ba? Mag-DM ka ba? Ano gagawin mo doon?
You're there pala. Magkano kaya dyan?
Meron ka palang panggastos ng beach trip. Baka meron ng panggastos ng
Kev, anong sinabi mo? Sinabi mo, magkano dyan? Parang sakto yan dun sa,
sa utang mo sa akin,
sa balance sheet ko, receivable
from. Oh my gosh. Wow, gano'n sa maging active ngayon, EGM. Na-pressure po ako ni Marvin Sherman na mag-Mondelez IPO. But yes, investment is not a deposit. Basta ingat lang tayo na this has to be money that is not for emergencies, is not for a goal in 1 or few years. Dapat long-term parate.
Yeah. May ibang bucket yan.
Magic Kapote, yung post ng mga tropa na naka-LV Balenciaga pero class A lang pala.
Class A meaning to say fake pero mataas. Huwag na kayong mag-fake. Kung hindi carry, yung muli na lang ng yung brand na kaya nyo. Kaya, sabi ni Kev, sana all. sana all.
So thank you so much for pahala-hala, user 88224. Ano naman? You have a few minutes.
We only have a few minutes. So really, congratulations once again to all the graduates.
All the graduates.
To the parents also. So ngayon, take advantage of that fresh start effect. It's a new chapter in your life. We wish you the best talaga. And if you want to learn more about money lessons, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter as the FQ Mom and on Facebook, Kumu. Follow niyo ako sa Kumu.
Every Thursday.
And YouTube as FQ Mom. Oh, by the way, meron akong ginagawa sa YouTube ko ngayon. I'm being helped by Mikey, the jowa of Robbie Domingo. I don't know if she's watching. Hi, Mikey. We're going to refresh our YouTube channel. And if you have any suggestions, please just tell me. DM me, PM me, or comment.
Yeah, and I guess just for me, you can follow me and the company IFE. We're on Facebook, IFE Management. We're also on Instagram at IFE Management. So you can see, and we also have a website, so it's all there. So we will try to come up with more posts to help teach, educate. And I think even for the fresh grads, just to quickly wrap up what we've talked about the last minute. For those with a fresh start, make use of this fresh start. Automate your saving and investing. Think about it. Like, what are your skills? make a balance sheet, diba? Know everything that you have and know where you want to go.
Yes.
Diba? So always set those systems in place na automatic. Kailangan automatic.
Okay, so this has been Rose Press Fausto, your FQ mom.
This has been Enrique, son number 2.
In Money Lessons with FQ Mom and Sons. I'll see you again next Thursday. Just tell us what else you want to discuss. Maraming salamat po. Let's all have a great Thursday.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy graduation.
Thank you to everyone. Like
Janice,
Sam, Angela Fuentes, Kev. Natutunan ko kay FQ na bumili ng branded dahil mas matagal masira. Without getting broke. Quality. Sea of
Basta
tranquility.
kaya mo 10 times, right?